بطيخ.
Hi, Miss.
بس
Hi, Miss.
بس
بس
ما
بنحل الهوم ورك بعد اللايف.
yes.
مس الصوت عم بيقطش عندي.
It's okay بس طيب هلا listen. You are all asking. بس أحسن أعمل Why did I repeat the same lecture for this week? It's because most of you didn't do what's required. Okay? And the essays that you sent weren't suitable for the prompt, weren't suitable for the form of writing, weren't suitable for a narrative descriptive essay. Okay? Most of you wrote paragraphs, not essays. This is the first point. The second thing is that some of you wrote narrative without describing anything, and the others wrote descriptive essays without narrating a story. Okay? That's why I decided to repeat the same lecture for the second week in order to make sure you all got the objectives. Okay? I'll share with you now the lecture again. Okay? And I'm going to talk about the model and then you'll do the work. I'll send you the link on WhatsApp, okay?
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Karim. كيفك يا كريم؟ Okay. يلا, I'm gonna start now. So نحن we said that narrative descriptive writing is when we write, Ismail just joined, okay. When we write an essay narrating a certain story that happened with us or with anybody else and describing the situation. يعني describing if the situation was scary, was funny, how did I feel, what happened to me, the challenges that I faced. Mute, mute, miss mute. So when I say narrative descriptive, it means I have to narrate and describe. Okay, I'm not saying that all of you didn't write the essay correctly. Some of the students, most of them didn't write the essay correctly. Okay, that's why we're gonna repeat this again. Now I'm gonna move directly to the model. Okay, I'm not gonna wait. Watch out for the mummy. Okay, from the title, from the way the title is written, I can feel or I can guess that the essay or the story that I'm going to narrate is somehow scary, is somehow mysterious. It talks about a mummy. It talks about something frightening, okay? Let's start with the first paragraph in the model, which is the introductory paragraph. In the introductory paragraph, we have to write the first sentence, which is a hook. It should be a catchy sentence, a sentence that attracts the reader, okay? Look at the quote that I started my essay with. Mysteries create wonder, and wonder is the basis of the man's desire to understand. Is a quote that defines a mystery as a puzzling and perplexing issue that cannot be fathomed, cracked, and interpreted. It means that in this quote, I'm explaining what is a mystery. A mystery is something that nobody understands. It's puzzling. It means it makes you feel like unstable. It's perplexing. It cannot be interpreted. It cannot be explained. I cannot explain a mystery. I cannot explain why this mystery happens. Okay? So in this issue, in this hook, I'm explaining the definition of a mystery. After that, I move to the second sentence. We have said before that the introductory paragraph should be at least 3 sentences, not 3 lines, 3 sentences. So I start with the hook. I move to the second sentence, which is more into the subject or into the prompt, and then I move to the thesis statement. So look at the second sentence. It's interesting to talk about such things, but what's terrifying or what's scary is the fact that you might encounter it, and you might think about it a lot. You might be obsessed with this mystery. Let's now move to the thesis statement. The thesis statements must summarize or wrap up the whole essay, all the body paragraphs that I am going to talk about. It all happened that ill-fated day in summer when my friends and I decided to visit the museum to look for some mummies. So this is the thesis statement. Why is this a correct thesis statement? Who can tell me? You may unmute yourselves and talk. Why is this thesis statement correct? Why is it suitable? What does it mention? You may unmute and answer.
teacher maybe عشان هي يعني بتقلنا شو رايحين يعملوا.
Okay, bravo Ismail. It tells exactly the place that they're going to. Yes, they're going to the museum to look for mummies. So this is the main point. Okay, the main point is going to the museum to look for some mummies. It means in the body paragraphs, what are they going to tell us about? What are the body
Looking
paragraphs
for
going to
mummy.
mention?
Looking for mummies.
Looking for mummies, but what exactly?
Miss, they need to solve a mystery?
No, they're not going to solve the mystery. Let's read the thesis again. It all happened that ill-fated day in summer when my friends and I decided to visit the museum to look for some mummies. It means they're gonna tell us what happened with them where?
In the museum.
At the museum. Thank you. They're gonna tell us what happened with them at the museum, right? So what happened to them? Of course, something scary is gonna happen because it's a mystery. It's something already scary. It's something which cannot be explained. It's something puzzling, perplexing. Okay? So they're gonna tell us what's going to happen with them at the museum. Let's now move to the first body paragraph. As we entered the museum, we read the following atop the entrance: don't have the strength to look into a mummy's eyes after 8 sharp. Yani it means when it's 8 o'clock, you cannot look at the eyes of a mummy. For if you do, because if you do that, you'll fall into the hands of a mummy. Okay? It means the mummy is gonna kidnap you, it's gonna harm you, you're gonna face something scary. As we entered the museum, my heart started beating fast. This is the first descriptive word, beating fast. I'm describing the way my heart is beating. I am narrating the story. I'm telling you what happened with me at the museum, but at the same time, I'm describing. As if this horrifying story, I'm describing the story of the mummies, established an eerie atmosphere. Eerie atmosphere right from the beginning. Eerie atmosphere means scary, gloomy atmosphere. I'm describing the atmosphere. This is the third description. Time passed fast and the hours rushed through, but we didn't notice the museum was locked and all the employees had gone. However, the time passed fast. All of these are transitional words, transitions that we connect our sentences through them in order to make our essay more coherent. Some screams hovered in the air, making the presence of the mummy felt and giving our spine a shrill pricking. Okay? Now, I need you to know something. All of this story is something that really happened with them. But the people who work in the museum do this for the people to feel afraid. Yani it's such a terrifying experience. Okay? My chest was heavy. This is a descriptive sentence. I found it hard to breathe while my whole body was shaking with fear. This is also description. The idea of looking in the mummy's eyes frightened the hell out of me and scared me out of my wits. As soon as the room got darker, this is also descriptive. I'm describing the room. It's becoming darker. The hair-raising scene of the mummy didn't leave my thoughts. Hair-raising scene is of course a figurative language. I mean by hair-raising scene, whenever you see something scary or something surprising, your hair rises. This is what we mean by hair-raising scene, a scary scene, a frightening scene. And gave me the itchy feeling about the ways I might end up falling in the hands of a mummy. I'm also describing. A few minutes later, after I passed out, the voice of my friend shouting, "Wake up, you idiot," was the reason behind my consciousness. It turned out to be a prank. So everything that happened with her or with him was a prank. But it was enough to tell him I might look calm, but in my head, I've killed you 3 times. To make him avoid me for the rest of his life. Okay, so this was the prompt. I didn't use many descriptive sentences, but I described what happened with me at least. I described the way I feel. I described the place I was in, the museum. Okay, guys? So this is what you're supposed to do. Any questions? Unmute and ask. Don't send in chat. Unmute and ask.
No, miss, no.
Okay.
No. No question.
Okay. Look what's gonna happen now. Vanessa, you were answering in chat about the thesis, but I didn't read. I just saw it now. Okay. Look what's gonna happen now. I'm gonna send you the link for the worksheet on the WhatsApp group. Okay? Do the
Okay.
worksheet. Don't send it back. ما حدا يبعت لي إياها. خلص. Just do it at home لأنه I've seen the ones that you did before. Do it at home. Compare it to the prompt, to the one that I've explained now. لأنه أصلاً هن same prompt على فكرة. Okay? On Friday,
Okay.
we're gonna do the quiz. Okay, guys? Got it?
Okay.
That's it. Any questions, contact me directly.
Miss, we don't send it to you.
No need. No need to send it to me. No need. It's not a homework. It's a worksheet just to practice. يعني it's not graded. The quiz is gonna be graded. Okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Okay.
Yes,
Yesterday, did you check my grade?
Yes,
My
Gabi.
grade? Miss, yesterday, did you check the grades that I told you they were wrong?
You have one grade which is wrong. It should be 10. But the other one is writing. You cannot get a full mark in writing,
No,
Gabi.
not writing. Miss, I
What?
have two grammar quizzes. They're 9 out of 10, but I got in both of them 10.
I'll check them now. As soon as I close, remind me, okay? As soon
Okay.
as I close, I'll check them. Don't worry. Any questions? Yes, Karim.
No.
نعطيك الشيت بس نحل الشيت نعطيك اياها اليوم او بكره.
لا don't
ما
send it
ضروري.
Karim. No need to send it. ما ضروري. خلاص, just practice.
Hello.
On Friday, you'll do the quiz. But in case you were doing the worksheet and you needed to ask any question, text me, okay? احكوني يعني إذا
Okay.
عندكم أي شيء.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's not obligatory for us to do it, the writing.
Who's
Yes.
talking?
Alma.
Alma, you're not supposed to do it. لأنه the first one you did it correctly. The quiz you took 8 over 10 in writing. فno need to do it, Isabel.
Okay.
I got 8 over 10 too in writing.
Even you, Gabi, but I'm talking about the people who did عن جد, their essays were horrible and they even wrote paragraphs. Okay? So this is optional. The worksheet is optional, but the quiz is obligatory. Okay?
No, it was 100% is okay.
On Friday. The quiz is on Friday.
Okay.
No, Vanessa, no need. I said the worksheet is optional. By the way, this is the last session, نحن English, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the worksheet is optional, but the quiz is obligatory. I'll send you the link now on WhatsApp. Gabi, I'll check your grades as soon as I close. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye, Karim.
Bye.